Before we get into the video today, I do want to give a shout out to today's video sponsor, Scentbird. Scentbird is the place where you can go to try out some of your favorite fragrances, even before you buy the big bottles. Make sure to click the link in the description and use code Urmaker55 for 55% off your first order. That'll make your first box just over $7. Through Scentbird, you get to go through every month and choose what fragrances you want to try out. This month I'm trying Anido, Ode for Greatness. And look at the cases, they lock and you can separate them and look at how much fluid's in there. As well as one of my personal favorites, Sweet Leaf. This is my second time getting this one because I really enjoy it. It's got a hint of sweet, given the name obviously, and these travel cases are amazing. And the other fragrance I got is Ormonde Jane, Amber Royale. My wife really enjoys this one as well. And those aren't the only options they have. They have a plethora of options. We're talking Dolce, Versace. You can go through and choose so many different fragrances, and you get to choose your own every single month. So if there's a fragrance you've been wanting to try, but you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on a bottle, well, try it out for a month. And they give you a substantial portion. And I should also mention that Scentbird has a quick quiz. So if you're looking for something new, you just go ahead and answer some questions about what you're looking for, and they'll make a recommendation. Once again, make sure to click the link in the description and use code Urmaker55 for 55% off your first order, making your order just over $7 for the first month. You can't beat that. Let me know below what fragrance you chose for your first box. I want to give a big thank you to Scentbird for partnering with me on this video. Once again, check out those links below. And without any further ado, let's begin. Amy Ruby Legans used to live in Chicago, but since the weather was too cold and unbearable, she decided to move to Arizona in April 2020. That's when she met Timothy Sullivan. The two started seeing each other romantically. However, Amy did not know that Timothy had a violent past. There are even reports that when Timothy met Amy, he was on probation for brutally assaulting Susan Davidson in 2014. He punched her 20 times and almost strangled her to death. Before Susan, there was Kimberly. Timothy's violent streak went back 2 decades. Sadly, Amy had moved to Arizona for a fresh start, but ended up a victim of Timothy's. On one occasion, Amy called 911 to report Timothy. At that time, Timothy was just her roommate.
Hello, I need help. Okay, what address?
649
What's the full address?
East.
649 East Chandler. Do you need the police, the paramedics there?
Yes, I need the police right now.
What's going on?
I was just attacked.
By who?
A roommate.
Okay. Do you need paramedics?
No,
Okay.
but he attacked me and threatened me and pushed me.
Okay, is he still there?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any weapons involved?
No.
Okay, let me just confirm you at the 649 East, correct?
Yes.
Anyone under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
I think he is.
Okay. Anyone else?
No.
Okay. Any narcotic usage?
I don't know.
Okay. What's
Not me. I don't know.
Okay. What's your roommate's last name?
Ruby Legans.
What's the last name?
Legans. Leagans.
And first name is Ruby?
Yes.
What?
He pushed me. He attacked me. He pushed me.
Is it Rudy? Okay. What's his date of birth?
9?
No, what is your roommate's date of birth, Ruby? Rudy.
I don't know.
Okay. What race is he?
White. Caucasian.
And how old is he?
I don't know.
Take a guess. 20, in his 60s? Okay. Thin, medium, or heavy build?
Heavy.
Okay. What color clothing does he have on tonight?
He's wearing no shirt and boxer shorts.
Okay. Anyone else in the home?
His dog chewed up my shoes, and I said, the dog came out, and I said, keep your dog to your room, and he pushed me all the way down the hall, and he pushed me and said, Don't ever come into my room again.
Okay.
When the police arrived at Amy and Timothy's home, they concluded that no crime had been committed since both parties told different stories and there were no injuries on Amy. The police had no idea about Timothy's violent past. In November, things took a more tragic turn when Timothy and Amy got into an argument in Amy's apartment. In the heat of the argument, Timothy strangled Amy to death. He then left her body in her home for 2 days before returning to clean up the crime scene. When Timothy returned to clean the crime scene, he grabbed Amy's body to bury it in his backyard. He became paranoid after that. He feared someone would discover her body, so he had to think of another way of disposing it. That's when he decided to dismember her body. Timothy then deposited the different body parts in various parts of Arizona, including in trash cans, in the desert, and in a river. Meanwhile, Amy's family were starting to worry about her. It had been over a week since they had last spoken to her. It was around that time they reported her missing. A short while later, the authorities interviewed Timothy. They also found bleach, gloves, and other cleaning supplies in his car, which was suspicious enough. At the time, Timothy claimed he had met Amy before, but didn't have a personal relationship with her. After that, Timothy got into a fight with someone else and threatened that person, telling them that he would not hesitate to kill them and bury them in his backyard. After the police heard of this, they secured a search warrant to search Timothy's house. They found burned pieces of human hair, Amy's clothing, and finally, a grave in his backyard. About 2 weeks later, the authorities discovered parts of Amy's body in Salt River. The signs of foul play were clear enough, which led to the police believing that Timothy had killed Amy. On November 25th, almost a month after Amy's family reported her missing to the police, the authorities arrested Timothy. Timothy confessed to what he had done. He explained that he had gotten into an argument with Amy, and things turned violent after he snapped. I just went through and tried to do another search to see what he got sentenced to, and I can't see that he's been sentenced to anything. And this happened back in 2020, I believe, so maybe the case is still ongoing. Daniel Knight was enjoying himself at his niece's wedding. He rarely spent time with his family since he worked long 16-hour shifts. So at the reception, he let loose, drank, and started to dance around. That's when police received a 911 call about him from a distressed woman.
Winter Park 911.
Hi, yes, I'm at 1050. A very irate, drunk guest. He has no shirt on. He's on the outside of the building. He's trying to beat people up. He's yelling. He's very drunk.
Hang on. You're giving me way too much. You're at 1050 West guest there, is that correct?
Yes, he's being violent.
Is he white, black, Hispanic?
He's white, maybe Hispanic. He has a black-white beater on.
Okay, black tattoos. Anything else?
Sorry, black pants and a black shirt. Sorry, was you out?
Okay, and where at the facility is he?
So, on the side by the dumpsters, it is the east side of the building right by the lake.
East side of the building by the lake?
Yes. He's starting to shove people's heads and beat people up, so kind of urgent.
So he's shoving people's heads and starting to try to hit them?
Yes, it's older ladies and stuff, yeah.
Okay, has he brandished or mentioned any weapons?
No.
Can you still see him?
Yes.
What's he doing now?
He's grabbing an older woman and shoving her.
Is he with this party?
Does he have a weapon? No. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's getting bad. So they're just saying for me to move away because people are making him mad. Anybody of authority is making him angry.
Okay. Is anyone injured?
Possibly. Yeah, he's grabbing people's necks, and like it's an older woman. I think it's his mom. 2 people he puts on the floor. He's outside the building, right outside the door by the ballroom. So there's a vendor loading dock where there's an Arthur's Catering truck. That's where they'll want to come. There's a big Arthur's Catering truck, and if they come there, that's where I'm standing. I can show them where it is.
By the Arthur's Catering truck?
Yes, exactly. It's the loading zone right by the dumpsters and the electric vehicle charging stations.
That's where you're located?
Yes, yes. Okay, I hear the sirens, yeah. So, yeah.
I'm going to keep you on the phone until I know they can find you because it's dark and pretty busy there.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay.
What ensued when the police arrived at the reception is not clear. The police had a version of events that differs drastically from Daniel's family's account. Thankfully, body cam footage captured what really happened.
Back up. Back up. What's up, man? What's up? Talk. Okay, hey, talk.
The police claim that Daniel responded violently to them. He knocked out one of the officers and started to attack another, and since a taser wasn't sufficient to stop him, the police had to resort to shooting him. Daniel's family was horrified by what they saw. Some of the guests at the reception were medical professionals, but they couldn't do much to save Daniel. He ended up passing away from the gunshot wounds. Bob Ward owned a real estate firm that made him wealthy. However, his finances changed in 2009 due to the financial crisis. Things only got worse from there. Apart from his clients accusing him of fraud, an insurance company accused him of spending money intended for a real estate project on paying off debts. The insurance company also claimed that Bob spent millions on new homes for his family, and he bought a Mercedes. Things at home weren't going too well for Bob either. His wife Diane was drinking a lot. According to their daughter, she would sometimes finish an entire bottle of wine and become violent. She was also taking antidepressants at the time. In 2009, after Bob ran into financial trouble at work, he got into a fight with Diane. She was set to testify against Bob in a bankruptcy hearing, but according to Bob, they fought because Diane pointed a gun at him. Whatever happened in the ensuing struggle, Bob ended up dialing 911.
Yeah, what's the emergency?
I just shot my wife.
You just what?
I just shot my wife.
Where's your wife?
She's right here on the floor. Please send somebody at 5277 H.
Okay, what's going on there?
I just shot my wife.
You just shot your wife?
I shot my wife. Yes, please send somebody over.
Stay on my woman. Let me add the fire department. Don't hang up.
I will.
Where's the weapon at, sir?
Orange County Fire Rescue. The address of your emergency?
44.
5277. Hello?
I'm here. Hold on just a moment.
Oh, I thought I lost you. I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's 1256.
No, it's 52.
On there.
I just shot my wife.
Okay, where's the weapon?
It's in
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Where is she breathing?
No, she's dead.
You know that for sure.
I think so, yes.
Okay, sir, where is the weapon?
It's in the nightstand next to the bed in the master bedroom. And I'll be glad to meet the officer at the front door.
Where is your wife, sir?
She's in the floor in the master bedroom.
How old is she?
She is 1954, whatever that is. Born in 1954.
Okay, you're sure she's not breathing, or?
She's dead. She's done. I'm sorry.
Okay. Sheriff's office, you're on the way?
Yes, we are.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.
I'll be in the front door. It's fine. There's no weapon. I'm fine.
Okay, so we're on our way.
Thank you so much.
Sir, you need to stay on the phone with me, but my dispatcher is going to do a clip, so hang up.
Office, please.
I'm sorry, say again?
Sir, did you purposely do this,
No,
or was it an accident?
it was an accident.
Stay on the phone with me. Do not hang up.
Someone.
And the gun is secure, sir?
I'm sorry, say again?
You do have the gun secure, correct?
Yeah, it's next to that in the nightstand. The gun is secured, yes. It's not a problem when the officer would show up. I'll be sitting on the front step.
How long ago did this happen, sir?
I'll be 5 minutes to go. I'm on the front steps.
You're out on the front
There.
steps?
Yeah, I'm on the front steps.
Okay.
And then on the front gate, from the front steps, we'll go upstairs and we'll find Diane. There.
Yes, how old is your wife?
1954, so let's see, whatever that is now. She's 55. Yeah.
Is that the only weapon in the home, sir? Sir?
Yes, yes, I think it is. There may be one more weapon at desk downstairs. I'm not certain.
Okay. What, the gun just went off, or what happened? What exactly happened?
The gun just went off.
Where was she shot at? Where's the wound?
I don't know where it is.
Okay.
This is awful. She is on the floor, and I don't know how it happened.
Where is she at in the house?
Say again?
Where is she at in the house?
She's in the master bedroom upstairs.
She is in the master bedroom also?
Yes. No, I'm downstairs.
No, she's in the master bedroom.
Yeah, she is.
Okay.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Stay on the phone with me, okay?
No, I'm fine.
The authorities suspected Bob murdered Diane because he feared she would testify against him in his bankruptcy cases. Bob maintains that he killed his wife by accident, that she was going to kill herself and he wanted to wrestle the gun away from her when it went off. His daughters also stand by his story. Authorities charged Bob with second-degree murder, and he was convicted, despite his family's claims that he was innocent and that Diane was a danger to herself. In 2012, Bob's initial conviction was overturned. The court sentenced him to 30 years in prison for manslaughter instead. The most interesting development in Bob's case came in 2018, when a salesperson was looking through the closet of the master bedroom of the estate where Bob and his family used to stay. Bob was positive the suicide note would be a turning point in his case. But prosecutors argued that it didn't matter whether Diane was suicidal or not. What mattered was whether she was suicidal the night Bob shot her. Bob had initially claimed that Diane pointed a gun at him, and not at herself. As a result, Bob continues to serve his sentence. Once again, I really do appreciate you dropping in and checking out this video. And don't forget to help the channel out and get some cool gifts for yourself or your family or friends or any of that stuff. Oh, and I should also say, when I was saying, why did the police lie in that one story? Lying about having body cam footage, you know? Sounds like their series of events is pretty accurate from what the body cam shows. But I meant it more in the sense of, why did they say there was no body cam if it seems to fall in line with their story? Regardless, I do hope you have a wonderful day, and stay safe out there. And just remember, it's always scarier if it's true. Bad bye.